Hi, how are you today? It's Nurse Tanya. Thank you so much for stopping by on my channel, even if it's just for a brief second. I would like to talk to you while I have your attention about your health and about some of your health problems. So really common problems that I see with a lot of my clients are fatigue is a huge thing. Low sex drive, weight that is really just been resistant and hard to shed, hormone imbalances like mood changes. A lot of my clients are either menopausal or premenopausal, so that hot flashes and that kind of thing. Some infertility. I do have a few clients who have got that as an issue, although the majority of my clients tend to be more like me, like that 50-ish crowd. So, what can we do about it? Like, really, what can we do about it? And how did we get to this place where nothing really seems to work right anymore? And you just don't even feel good in your own skin. Well, I mean, we didn't get like that overnight, so fixing it isn't like an easy answer, but can it be done? It absolutely, it can be done. There's a simple way that I like to look at it, like simply remove the things from the body that the Lord didn't put in the body or that weren't part of his design, and then restore the things that are missing. Well, that sounds like super simplified. It is. Yes, it is super simplified. But really, when it comes down to it, it's true. It's super simplified, but it's just true. I have got a really cool program, and my clients on these programs, they have success because, well, they have no choice but to succeed because they're that down and out. They feel that crappy. Nothing else has worked. They've tried multiple different diets throughout their life. They've tried exercise. They've tried it all, just like you. I'm sure you've tried it all too. And the reason that it doesn't work is because it was pieces. They were trying a few pieces, but they weren't trying the whole program. So what I've come to understand in my life is that I need help. I need a coach. I need a mentor. I need somebody to be accountable to. So that's who I am. That's who I am for you, is that coach, that person to be accountable for. How can you get going on this? I have a couple of different things. I will have a link that I'll post of my Calendly app where you can go on there and you can schedule to get on a group webinar, or you can just if those times don't work for you, you can choose like just a quick one-on-one appointment, a free quick call, and then we'll schedule the rest. We'll figure out what works for you and what direction we want to go. I do testing. Absolutely. Always recommend testing no matter where we're going, right? With functional testing, we can do a lot of different things. We can test until, though it's a deep well of the tests that we can do. One of my favorite tests is a saliva test, and it gives us a good picture of your cortisol, your waking, your midday, and your hormone cycle. It also gives us a good picture of your actual hormone, so like your pregnenolone and your DHEA. It gives us a good picture of your secretory IgA, so that would be kind of what's going on in your gut, and also a little tiny snip if you are starting to see some insulin resistance. And that's a super affordable test, and it's a great place to start. Some people like to go right out of the gate and they like to do blood hormones with thyroid hormones and do that whole deep thing. And that too is actually more affordable than you'd think. It's less than $600. Another amazing test is a GI map. So it is a stool test, and it'll tell us so much about your liver, about your microbiome, about your pancreas, your inflammation, all of that. It's an amazing test. That pairs well with a urine test for like your environmental toxins, mold toxicities, and an oat test, which tells us a lot about how your body and your liver is getting from point A to point B and how things are methylating. So that's a great test as well. All these things are so exciting. We take the testing and we look at things from a different angular. Like I'm not a doctor, so I'm not looking for a diagnosis. None of my programs have anything to do with medication. That is completely out of my realm, out of my scope of practice. So we don't even, that's not my thing. We're just going to talk about you and your problems and the root to your problems. And like I said, we're going to remove things that the Lord didn't put there, and we're going to restore things that are missing. Simple, right?